And any person that puts him even in a B tier category, I think you're playing the wrong game, my man. I'm gonna be honest. I think you're playing the wrong game. What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm gonna be making a Street Fighter 6 tier list video. I have over at least, I believe, let me check right now. Yeah, I have over 700 hours in Street Fighter 6 as of this recording. And I'm just gonna be giving my thoughts on the Season 1 rankings. Also, I'll be giving my thoughts on where I think AKUMA would place in Season 1 if you released here. So, you know, without further ado, let's just get right into it, right? First character we got on the list is Ryu. So, I think Ryu is actually B tier. I mean, he just doesn't really have much to offer. He's got big damage, but that's pretty much it for his character. Luke. So, this might be a hot take, but I think Luke is actually an A tier character. Because he's kind of just like Ryu, right? And he just does big damage, right? And you might be like, oh, his normals are really good, like his corner carry. I think there are other characters in this roster that do a way better job than him. And top players just play Luke because he's just easy, right? Chun-Li, where do I think Chun-Li goes? I think Chun-Li is actually an A tier character. Again, right? It's kind of with Luke. Like, I feel like a lot of top players are just playing Chun-Li just for the sake of it, right? I think there's a lot of just following trends in the FGC instead of actually just labbing out characters and seeing their actual strength. Like, you'll see there's a Luke, you'll see there's a Chun-Li, and you'll just automatically assume that it's top tier, right? But I don't work like that. Sorry. So I think Jamie is actually an A tier character. It's funny, like 3 in a row, right? But Jamie gets drinks, and when he gets drinks, he goes up and up and up and up and up. When he gets drinks, and honestly, if we're being real, 2 drinks, Jamie's S tier. He's going above Luke, he's going above Chun-Li, Ryu, but because drinks is still a factor, I'll put him in A. I'll put him at the bottom of A. But he's still good overall. His normals are very, very solid. While his damage isn't the best, that's not what really matters, right? It's about the corner carry. It's about what he can do as a character, right? The utility, right? Which leads us to our next character, Guile. So, this might be a hot take as well, right? But I actually think Guile's sitting up at B, right? And I see a lot of people calling for Guile nerfs, and I think it's completely unwarranted because Guile as a character is just a skill check. And if you're struggling against Guile, you just need to learn how to jump better. It's as simple as that. But that's all I'll say for that. Next character we got on the board is Kimberly. So Kimberly, I'm gonna have to think about this one. I'll put Kimberly above Jamie in A tier. So, what Kimberly brings to the table, from spray cans to supers, she has so much utility in her kit. I think A tier is a fitting spot. If you notice, A tier is all about utility. It's all about what the character can do, right? And while these are some of the most popular top tiers, in quotes, right, that people just trend ride and try to fall into, right, character-wise, I think they're just A tier. Like, let's keep it. Jury. This is gonna be our first S tier character. We just need to stop the cap. We need to stop the cap here. This character is absolutely ridiculous. She can charge up, feng shui, shoot it. She just won neutral. Fastest drive rush in the game. Like, I don't need to say more. Here we go. My favorite. Nerf him to the goddamn ground. Dawson is an S tier character. And if you don't think Dawson's S tier, let me show you this. I rest my case. Next character we got on the board, E. unplayable. There is actually no universe in world where you can play this man. He is literally unplayable. It's a skill check at best, but unlike Guile, unlike Ryu, he literally has no offering besides it's just simply ridiculous. Ken, I'm gonna have to put Ken in 8 because I feel like, again, this is another character that people also above me. But this is a character that people just hype up for the sake of it. His damage is kind of lackluster, and yes, while he does have a bunch of techniques, he doesn't have the neutral skip. The neutral skip is just a skill check, right? If we're ranking him based off of his neutral skips and what he's able to do with Dragon Lash, he's damn near unplayable. But because he does have other things to offer, like a corner carry game, right? With the Jinrai kicks, right? He's got Jinrai kicks, something to keep you on your toes all the time. I think he's an 8 character. Blanca. Now, this character has been winning quite a lot and beating a lot of people, but I'll put this character below Jamie. Why is that? Because Blanca, at the end of the day, can't get in. Blanca, at the end of the day, is a skill check character. And if we go down the list of skill checks, I'd say Blanca is the best skill check character in the game. Every other character just does not match in terms of skill checks and trying to get just reactions out of your opponent. Blanca wants you to just perfect parry and try to play to his game instead of allowing you to play to yours. And that's inherently what a skill check character is. DJ. I'm gonna have to put DJ above Ryu and below Guile. So DJ literally just has nothing to offer in this game besides big damage. And people complain about Drive Rush, but what can he really do out of it? Okay? Start to think about these top players. Stop letting these top players just dictate you, right? Like, actually think and expand your mind for a second. Like, what does DJ really have to offer besides ease of use and big damage, right? Why don't you just play Ryu at that point, right? Well, because DJ has a double fire, and that's pretty much. That's all the utility that man can offer and bring to the table. Like, I know there's some people who are like, he has sway. He can sway. That's an easy low fold. Just predict. Manon. So I think Manon is actually above Kimberly. Nah, Manon's above Chun-Li, bare minimum, because you have to realize that Manon as a character can grab, right? And when she grabs you, what happens? It stays there forever, right? Getting those 5 grabs until the inevitable Thanos snap, right? She's just like Jamie in terms of drinks, but she gets, she is an ongoing, present threat. And it's unlike Chun-Li in that aspect, right? Chun-Li has to back down to charge up her fireball. She has to not be as engaged in neutral. Her pokes, I mean, who cares, right? She doesn't really get that much corner carry or okizeme off of her stuff, right? That's why Ken's above. That's why Luke's above. But Manon doesn't even need it. She kind of just released the rules of the game for herself. And that's why they character. Here we go. Marissa. Marissa is definitely B tier character. Her neutral is just kind of not there, right? But when she gets that hit, you'll see an ongoing trend, right? With unplayable to B to the bottom of A, right here. It's just skill checks or big damage. That's all they do really have to offer, right? And that is all Marissa does have to offer. Does big damage, able to kill people in game. Right? JP, what is JP? If we were talking before the nurse, I would say top of B. probably maybe above Blanca at best. But after the nurse, this character is literally unfucking playable. If you pick JP in today's era, you will get smoked. Now, you're like, what the f are you talking about? And let me say this: I was watching Noah the Project, right? He picked up JP for this one tournament, and he got absolutely smashed. He deleted, right? But why do you think that is? Are you gonna say Noah's a bad player? Are you gonna say his JP is bad? I don't think so. I think that character is quite literally unfucking playable. And if you do pick JP, you're just gonna lose. It's as simple as that. Now Cammy, right? Cammy is honestly nigh unplayable because what does she have to offer, right? She has to offer Okizeme, but at the cost of damage. So, unlike other characters, she just does no damage. She does abysmal damage, right? For some supposedly said Okizeme, right? But what does Okizeme matter in that game, right? I come from a game called Guilty Gear Rev 2, and also Guilty Gear Strive. I have more hours on that game. And what is Milia? Milia is a terrible character because literally all she does is she hits you, and all you need to do is hit her once and she will literally explode and die. And that is Cammy in Street Fighter 6. This character just can't do much, right? And you might be like, her normals are good, but what does any of that matter if she can't back up any of it? If she can just get one swipe, right? And then have all of the life and damage she dealt to the opponent just reversed on her in one combo, why would you even play the character, right? But I put her in B tier because unlike JP, unlike E Honda, she does have Okizeme at bare minimum, right? And she isn't just like a slugfest like Ryu. Lily, either top of A or S tier. This character, y'all are sleeping. Lily is fucking ridiculous. This character, when she, what is that called? Condo Spire. She charges that, or is Condo Spire like the move that goes for whichever one it is, right? When she does that shit, you are getting smoked, guaranteed. Like, you have to realize that this character is OD and you can't beat it, right? You are forced to use drive game. You are forced to play her game, right? And while that does sound like a skill check character, she's got the normals to boot. She has the anti-airs to boot. She has the damage to boot. And such a simple level of play, is it really even a skill check character anymore? It's so easy, right? And you can be like, just perfect parry, just perfect parry her stuff, just perfect parry her stuff, just parry her stuff. Well then, why aren't you saying that for literally every other skill check character, right? We have Ken's Dragon, why don't you just beat that, right? We have Blanca, why don't you just beat that? It's not as simple as that, right? And that's why Lily is going in as Zangief. The people gonna hate me for this. Zangief is going above Kimberly and AT. Do you understand that all of these people who complain about Zangief, Zangief needs buffs, Zangief needs buffs, they're all just privileged because they've forgotten where grapplers have come from. They've forgotten how bad grapplers actually are, and this is not a bad grappler. Zangief is able to do so much damage for so little work. A simple SPD, and you just get so much damage out of it. It's honestly insane, right? And if we're being completely honest, I think it needs to get nerfed. But again, right? I'm not balancing the games. I don't know why people don't pick Zangief like this man isn't actually ridiculous. But and don't even get me start his level 2. No, his level 3. Complete involve. He just throws you the second you're hit. It throws you 80 damage. and you're gonna tell me that character's fair. You're gonna tell me that fucking character's fair, dude. You get the fuck on. Rashid. Now, okay. I do know about the season 2 stuff. I knew at least one thing about the season 2, and the fact that they took away the fact that he could build meter in his level 2 super makes him fucking unplayable. Absolutely, that character is garbage. That makes him unplayable. But this is season 1, so because I'm rating season 1, I'll put him at the top of me. Because he's kind of like a Kami in a lot of ways. He just does no damage, right? Barely has Okizeme, right? But what makes Rashid scary is the fact that he does have Okizeme. Right? He has that presence of being this fast beast that you can't. He originally is a skill check character, right? He is one of those people that you have to like just perfect parry their stuff. You just win, right? Because his neutral's not that good, right? But then when level 2 comes out, right? He's like towering. He's like towering above the cast. But he can't have level 2 forever. So I'm sorry, Rashid mains, your character's garbage, and you just needed to hear that. Aki. I'm gonna put it below jury. But Aki is fucking busted! Are you kidding me? Aki as a character, quite literally, can take you from full HP to 0. Damn near TLD. She's damn near doing what fucking Marissa's doing, right? But with so much more utility. She has an EX Fireball that covers the entire screen, 2 fucking hits, poisons on hit. She can travel behind it. She might as well be Jury. In fact, she does even more damage than Jury. In fact, she can slither underneath fucking projectiles and hit you. This character's fucking. That Aki is Aki is the best character in this game, bar none. And I hope to fuck she gets nerfed in the latest patch. Because if she doesn't, this fucking game will know no pain. It will know no pain. Ed is going in. You can parry, flicker. His normals are garbage. He has shit for damage. His level 2's not even that good. It's not Rashid. Ed is absolutely garbage in every sense of the word. And I just, it makes me sad because he's such a sick fucking character, dude. He's so cool, but he is absolute trash. And any person that puts him even in a B tier category, I think you're playing the wrong game, my man. I'm gonna be honest. I think you're playing the wrong game. But last but certainly not least, right? Because it's been a long fucking game. Right? Last but certainly not least, I think the final character that needs to go on the list is Akuma, right? While he's not out, I've watched a lot of gameplay for this character. I'm pretty confident where I can say Akuma is trash. This character is trash. Right next to Ed. This character. What? Akuma can't do damage in this game. Akuma is not plus in this game. You can duck normals of his in this game. He has quite literally absolutely nothing to offer except for combo potential, right? So I guess Desk will get a good kick out of this character, right? But that is literally all he is there for. In terms of neutral, he sucks. In terms of damage, he sucks. In terms of corner carry, he sucks. In terms of Okizeme, he sucks. But again, this is just off of what I think will happen, what I think the meta will shape out to be in season 2 when he does finally drop, right? I think he will be absolutely bad. Especially if he dropped in this patch. If he drops in this patch, he's absolutely. Maybe hopefully that they'll come out with enough changes to make Akuma playable in this game, but as it stands so far, he is absolutely irredeemable. And anybody who thinks this motherfucker is good, you're just wrong. Sorry. If you did enjoy videos like this, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.